but he's good at singing Silent Night. Anyway, Jacques Tati returns in a week's time on New Year's Day at 4 o'clock with Playtime, and he's having a, well, rather trying day coping with a skyscraper. And there's more comedy here on 4 tonight at 8:25 as Robert De Niro and Jerry Lewis star in a film released earlier on this year. It's about a struggling comedian played by De Niro who wants to be the king of comedy and appear on chat show host Jerry Langford's show. So make a note, it's the king of comedy and it's at 8:25 tonight. You're watching Channel 4 and this is Keith Harrison wishing you a very Merry Christmas from us all. It's approaching 6 o'clock and time for Her Majesty the Queen's Christmas message to the Commonwealth, and there are subtitles for the hard of hearing.
In the year I was born, radio communication was barely out of its infancy. There was no television, civil aviation had hardly started, and space satellites were still in the realm of science fiction. When my grandfather visited India in 1911, it took 3 weeks by sea to get there. Last month, I flew back from Delhi to London in a matter of hours. It took King George V 3 months to make the round trip. In 2/3 of that time, Prince Philip and I were able to visit Jamaica, Mexico, the United States and Canada in the winter, followed by Sweden in the summer, and ending up in the autumn with Kenya, Bangladesh, and finally India for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in New Delhi. Travel and communications have entered a completely new dimension. In Los Angeles, we went to see the space shuttle, which is playing such an important part in providing more and better international telecommunications. I find it fascinating to sit here in the pilot seat in the mock-up and do a simulated landing.
The heads-up display is now available in the forward window.
Can you see the heads-up display there?
Yes, I can see that.
What you should see on the right-hand side is altitude, on the left-hand side is speed. If you were just on the stick, put your hand on the stick here, I'll show you. Now you see that, the little square?
Yes.
And you see the triangle and the square?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's put you on the pitch now. Move the stick a little bit, and watch that. Just move it this way. Rotate it this way, and watch that.
There he is, he's moved off the...
The idea is to try and keep it in that square.
Center line is on flight slope. Check the landing gear arm.
How's it look, man?
Looking good.
Well, it's heading the runway anyway.
1,800 feet starting our pull out from the 19-degree glide
Start
slope.
pulling up, buddy.
3.5 degree glide slope.
Yeah, that's the angle it's at.
270 knots, 400 feet. Check gear down. Touchdown at 190 knots. Apple land will hold the nose up until vehicles cruise to 180 knots. Then gently lower the nose wheel with the runway. The nose wheel is now on the runway.
That's it. How old this is? Granny was christened in this. Great-granny. And I was. Look, I was christened in this. Looks remarkably well, despite it. I was thinking it must get so incredibly hot inside there, mustn't it?
No.
Some dribbling. You want
Where are we going?
Now you look smart.
William, where are we going?
We're going to church.
We're going to church.
Church over there.
Over there. And what are we going to do in church? Gonna sing?
No.
You gonna sing?
No.
No. Give Harry a hug. Hug. Peter and Zara.
I'll go find Peter's door.
Should we go and find them in a minute?
Zara, would you take my hand? Come and take Can you remember what it's called? Well, what the puppy's called? What's the puppy called? It's called Dash. Dash. And you know the word you use when you're cross. Dash. It comes out frightfully well as a dog's name, see?
Does it bite?
No, not yet. But it might after it's finished with you. William, Scott, you met the puppy, didn't you, William?
Who's the other one I have?
Kelpie. Yes, we'll get them afterwards. We'll play with them afterwards. Look, Zara.
What's the matter with you today? What's the matter with you today?
I think he's even going to give a smile, isn't he?
Touch your finger.
Yes.
Pushes me away.
He's very pleased to see you, I think. Don't you?
God bless you, and a very happy Christmas to you all. To parents and children, grandchildren, and of course, great-grandchildren.